Hello everyone and welcome to a readathon reading wrap-up. This one was hosted on Discord by Bridge 4 Books. I will link the channel in the description box. This was the Orange Reading Rainbow Chain. So each month there's going to be another color, and it's just a color of the rainbow just for aesthetic purposes. But then the prompts you have to link somehow. It's a reading chain, so you link book 1 all the way to book 5. There were 5 prompts for this, and they all connect somehow. So book 1 connects to book 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, etc. So I am waiting for the next month's rounds to drop. So the one for August, I have not seen anything yet. In fact, let's just double check. I'm going to Discord. Today is July 13th when I am filming this wrap up. Bridge 4 Books, and no, it is not out yet. So, which is fine. Let's go ahead and get into what the prompts were for July. So this one was just kind of just an orange aesthetic. And then the 5 prompts, and I just lost my train of thought. Let's just get into what these prompts were and what I read. So prompt number 1 was to read a book with fruit or food on the cover. I went with The Rocky Road to Ruin by Meri. This is a cozy mystery. There's food on the cover, as you can see. There's different kinds of ice cream. So an ice cream shop is the focal point of this. I gave this book 4 stars. It was 338 pages. And we are just coming fresh off of the finding out within chapter 1 about the death of a mother of a friend. So a friend's mother who's passed away. And then all of a sudden someone else dies that is kind of close to this main character. And there's questions as far as what's going on, and certain secrets from the past start to be revealed. It's a cozy mystery, and I'm going to leave it at that. So this, again, was fun. Okay, so this is to read a book with fruit or food on the cover. Ice cream is a food. Prompt number 2 is the title of the second book must start with the last letter of the last name of the author from prompt number 1. So where this fulfilled prompt number 1, the last letter of the last name was N like November. So I went with Night Games by R.L. Stine. So there's your N, Night Games. This is part of the Fear Street world. I gave this one 3 stars. It was 165 pages. Teenagers, they're seniors in high school. They go out and play pranks, and someone dies in this. And then certain things start to be revealed. And that's all I can say about that with 165 pages. So yeah, young adult. It's a young adult horror thriller. So prompt number 3 was to turn to page 50 of the book that fulfilled prompt number 2. So I did that. And it was to find a word, whether it's a noun, verb, adjective, adverb, something like that. And then the prompt for book number 3 must have that word in the title. The book that I found and went with was Dark. And I went with an ebook for this one. I read After Dark by Haruki Murakami. This was a magical realism. I struggle with magical realism, and for me, I struggled with this one. I will say I did feel like it was definitely well written. This is translated from Japanese, but it just left me with too many unanswered questions. I know if there's a cliffhanger, but I do like some things to be, I like cliffhangers, they're fine. But where this is a standalone, and I just like more answers than leaving me with too many questions. And so that was a bit of my struggle. So I did struggle with this, but I do feel like it was pretty well written. And I'll just leave it at that. It was 247 pages. I ended up giving this one 2 stars. And honestly, I'm not going to reread it, so I have deleted it from my Kindle just to free up some space for some more books. So, but I will say this, with how it is written, I do want to try this author again. I think that this particular book was just not for me. So I will definitely be keeping an eye out and possibly trying more of this author's work. Prompt number 4 was to read a different genre than the book that fulfilled prompt number 3. So After Dark was a magical realism, so I went with a dark romance. I went with Cassie's Secrets, written by Ophelia Bell. The sex starts from the beginning. I mean, it is just like nothing but sex in this book. So please be aware of this. Definitely need to be 18 or older for this. It's just full of sex. I gave this one 4 stars. This is a novella. It's 181 pages. This gal that we're following, Casey. She goes by Cass in the book. She is 18. She has just graduated from high school. She gets home. Her stepdad is like, you're late. You're either grounded for the summer or you get a spanking. Well, she has to strip her pants and underwear and bend over his knee and get spanked on her bare butt so she's not grounded. And it turns her on and it turns him on, and this is a relationship between a stepdad and a stepdaughter. And then, again, she is 18. And then one of his friends comes in. So this is a male, female relation. So I will leave it at that. A lot of sexually explicit stuff in this. Prompt number 5 is to read a book that was more pages than the book that you used to fulfill prompt number 4. So as I said, this one was 181 pages. The book that I read was 350 pages, so definitely fits. I read a library book, and I do want to get my own copy, but I want to get another book from this author because this was just really funny. I read The Sweetest Revenge by Lizzy, Dent. I gave this one 4 stars. It was a library book that is since going back to the library, so I no longer have a copy, hence why you're seeing an image of it. Takes place in London. There's an image at the front where some secrets are revealed, and there's this running line in the book about how the main female character, Amy, peed on the roof of this guy's car. Now, she is drunk, but still, and it's just funny. So, I mean, this is a romance. There is no sexually explicit sexually explicit content in this. The language does get a bit rough, so just be aware of that. But oh man, this was just a fun, very quick read. And this guy shows up in London, and so there's concern as far as what's going on there. Or this other guy that she met who happens to be her neighbor, there's a romance between her and this neighbor. So, and then there's concern with this other guy. There is a lot of backstabbing in this. In the industry that Amy works at, I can definitely see that being a big problem. She works in the television industry, so she's trying to pitch ideas for TV. Things get shut down and then turned around and someone else pitches it as their idea, type of a situation and type of backstabbing. So, but yeah, so 350 pages for that one, and it was great. I definitely want to own, I loved the writing, so I definitely want to own my own copies of Lizzy Dent's work. So that is 1,281 pages for this readathon. I completed all 5 prompts in 12 days, so that was 106.75 pages read per day, or the 1,281 pages divided amongst the 5 books means that each book was about 256.2 pages. As far as the star ratings, 1 book got a 2-star, 1 book got a 3-star, 3 books got 4 stars, so that's 17 stars issued, divided amongst the 5 books. That equals to a 3.4 star average. Let me know, did you complete or are you working on the Orange Reading Rainbow Chain Challenge hosted by Bridge 4 Books on Discord? Let me know. If you were picking or doing this challenge, what books would you have picked for these prompts? Have you read any of these books or books from any of these authors? Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below. And until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book. And I will talk to you later.